If I had to modify my first car again, here are the top 5 mods I'd do first. Whether you're looking to modify your first car or you just want to see if you kind of maybe messed up when you did modify your first car, today we're going to be going over the top 5 things that I wish I did in order, and specifically, for example, picking lowering springs over coilovers. Not actually, I'm just using that as an example. You'll see in the first example, okay? A lot of new car enthusiasts might make mistakes by spending a lot of money on cheaper things when they could have bought one very nice thing instead of those cheaper things. I'm just saying, for example, there's a lot of mistakes that we make, and I did a lot of those too. If you guys have been here for a long time, you guys will know I've literally done all of everything almost ricey. Without further ado, here are the top 5 things that I would have rather done differently and probably been a lot happier with when I modified my first car for the first time. Number 1, custom exhaust. Okay, before you get scared of this, seriously, this isn't your $900 catback exhaust or your $600 axleback exhaust. I'm actually being genuine about this. If I had my first car, this was actually one of the first things I did, except I did a full cap. You can also achieve a good sound out of your car by making a custom exhaust. And the best part about it, it doesn't cost a lot. By getting your muffler or your resonator or both deleted, that could be $100 to $200 depending on what you really want done on your stock exhaust. Now please don't make that mistake of straight piping it. Honestly, guys, like and especially our Mazda 3 family, please don't straight pipe your Mazda 3. It sounds horrible. It's like we're the new Honda Civics. Honda Civics are starting to get clean. Mazda 3s, we're just straight piping them. They just don't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Seriously, do whatever you want. All right, whatever. It's all good. If, for example, you're doing a Mazda 3, I would suggest doing a muffler delete and just keeping it at that, just to get that sound out of your car. And like I said, this is going to be the first thing that you do. Please follow the next 4 steps. Well, next 2. It's going to be definitely the next 2 steps because these are going to be important. If you're going to do your exhaust and your car is going to look like Dookie car, that's not good. Chop up your stock exhaust, get some sound out of it, sound good, enjoy your car, and then move on to number 2, lowering springs. As someone that's first getting into cars, coilovers definitely can be skipped and don't need to be that first thing you go to. Don't buy Racelands, don't buy shit, okay? Don't. Seriously, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You got to think about it. When you're buying suspension, like think about if you bought Racelands. You're spending $400 on literally what you're riding on. So would you rather spend $200 on a set of lowering springs on your stock shock absorbers that already ride really good, or would you rather spend $400 on height adjustment that sucks? Seriously, I've ridden on them and they're not good. Please don't do that to yourself. Get a set of lowering springs. Like I said, for $200 you can get a set of lowering springs. A lot of companies also have a very low set of lowering springs and a regular set of lowering springs. So you have that option of going low or decent. If you want to spend a little bit of extra money as well, you can upgrade your shock absorbers along with that. That's going to cost a bit more. But so far, guys, exhaust $100, lowering springs $200, $300, your car is going to be pimping. Chop your lowering springs if you want. You can get a little bit lower. It's going to ride like shit. But is it worth it? That's up to you. I don't know what you guys are up to these days. Stance kids, that seems to be the thing right now, is stance. Lower your car, go as low as you can. I like functionality sometimes, so I definitely wouldn't chop a lowering spring, but you can even remove your springs if you want. Now that's free. That's free right there. I know a lot of you guys are doing that, just removing your lowering spring or removing your springs. That's a free mod. You need to do this in order. Boom, exhaust, boom, lowering springs. Now this is the best part. Number 3, wheels. Oh no, I said wheels. I think the thing is, every like top 5 video, and you guys are probably like flying through them because you're trying to find like top 5 Amazon mods. Don't do that to yourself. Get some wheels. Don't paint your OEM wheels. Get wheels. You can get a decent set of wheels for the amount that it would cost you to paint your own set of wheels. I'm just saying. You can get guys, you don't have to get real wheels, okay? If you're just commuting your car, forget about it. Okay, I said it. I'm sorry. I love my real wheels. Okay, I love my works. I love the new wheels. Subscribe if you want to see the new wheels. 3 Ps. They're 3-piece wheels. I'm also ordering new coilovers to go really low, and they're gonna be really stiff spring rates too. So subscribe if you guys want to see that. That'll be coming soon. I actually made a Instagram reel where I was like, hey, instead of spending this, spend that. I found a set of real wheels, Sierra Kai's, on Facebook Marketplace for $700 Canadian. That's like $400 US with tires. Oh my God. It's not expensive as you think. Just be patient. Ride around on your 16-inch base model wheels, low as you can go with your exhaust, and you're gonna sound great until you can find a set of wheels. I wish did I do that? What did I do? I did a lot of, it only took me a year to get a set of RX-8 wheels. You can do that too. Get some OEM Plus wheels that look good on your car. RX-8 wheels on the Mazda 3 look awesome. What else can you do? You can do Tesla Model 3 wheels on like any 5x114.3, and they have like, I think they're like 18 by 8 and a 38/40 offset. That's crazy fitment. Do it, man. If the wheels fit, it's probably gonna look good on your car. Okay, so please do your wheels. Number 4, radio, deck, screen, stereo. You can find a lot on wish.com. Does anybody use that anymore? You can get like $120 radios with wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and EQ tuning like crazy. If you think your speakers suck, seriously, just switch out your stock head, because you'll get the stock head units don't put enough power out to your stock speakers. So when you get an aftermarket head unit, then it'll put more power out to your stock speakers. Now, obviously, it depends what kind of music you listen to. If you guys are bass heads, then you might have to switch out the speakers, but focus on the head unit first. Like I said, there's so much out there right now. Like I just did an Ionin head unit. I'll leave that up in the top that's up there for you guys to check out. And it looks like it should be an OEM fit for that car. It's awesome, the technology nowadays that you guys can find. And like I said, it depends if you want what you want, like an OEM fit kind of touchscreen, then something like that might be optional for you. But it doesn't hurt to spend a little bit of money on something like that, because that's what you're gonna be kind of dealing with when you get in the car. That's gonna be your source of music. If you wanna watch YouTube videos on it or anything like that, that's your sound right there. That's your first point of contact. So definitely get on the radio game. That was one of the first things that I actually did when I first modded my car, and I definitely never regretted it. So definitely radio for sure. You know, I wasn't gonna leave out those interior mods, man. Oh, I just thought of my number 5, short shifter. Sorry, automatic dudes. This is for the manual boys. I honestly think like a lot of us would probably get front wheel drives for our first cars, and it goes the same as rear wheel drive if you want a rear wheel drive. But just for example, front wheel drives use cable fed systems basically to shift. It's sloppy, it's ugly, and it feels disgusting. Get a short shifter kit. Don't get the little thing that attaches to your at the end of the cable that goes in your trans. That'll destroy your trans. Get the actual, like, if you can find an actual short shifter. I know Honda has a ton of options for that stuff. Invest in that because it feels awesome. I think a short shifter was again one of those first things that I did, and I've never taken it out of my car. It's always been one of those first things that I do to a car when I get one. Having that ultimate feel and connection to your shifter when you're shifting is unexplainable. Anything to do with shifting, even like a stiffer motor mount, it makes the experience so much better. DSG kids laughing right now. DSG. I'd rather probably have a manual over a DSG. I'd buy a manual GTI over a DSG GTI. Short shifters can be expensive, but I wouldn't look at the price tag. Just hop in somebody's car that you know that has a short shifter and experience how short it can be. Miatas are a good example of something that you may not need one, but it's definitely incredible how short those can get with a short shifter kit. Listen, dudes, listen to me. Spend money on things that will benefit your driving experience versus a couple Amazon things like tow hooks that you're never gonna use. I said it. I'm sorry. I said it. If you want to do it, go ahead. I'm one of those people, like, go ahead, do things that you want to do. But seriously, it's just don't spend so much money on stuff, little things that aren't going to do anything for you. Spend that big money, 1 to 5 that I just listed for you guys today. It's going to make your driving experience so much better, and you aren't going to get roasted when you go to car meets. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please put down in the comments below the first 5 mods that you did to your car and tell me why you did them and if you enjoyed those and if you would switch them up. Appreciate you guys watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe button, leave a like on the video. We got a big winter rebuild coming up for that car that's out there. Still gonna make some content on that, let you guys know what's going on with that, but I'm so excited. Other than that, guys, thank you so much once again. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.